Hello everyone, Marco here. I'm a Veritasium contractor with the purpose of beta testing the VeADIR. And in today's test, we will perform beta testing on the VeADIR release candidate on the iPhone platform. And the preconditions for this test are that the Trust app is installed and the account has been created and or imported into Trust. With that, let's get started. Okay, first I'm going to open the Trust account, Trust app, and you'll see I've got a small amount of Ethereum in the app already loaded in. I have connected this account to the VeADIR platform already. And so if we go to the browser built into Trust and open the Veritasium app, first thing we see then is the Welcome to the VeADIR Beta splash screen. And if I select Continue, we'll see that we are on the portfolio screen of the VeADIR. And I'm going to run through various functions that exist within the platform today. And you'll be able to compare that functionality to how it works on a computer-based platform versus this mobile platform. As you see across the top here, the beta version that we're dealing with is beta 8.2018.0504. Over to the right, you'll see the bell. I've got 11 notifications. It's the first time I've opened this app on this platform, and so they all show as new. So these are just pre-existing notifications that I had before today. Okay, next function is the time slice. It's defaulted to the last 30 days. This can be changed to anything. Last 3 days, average exposure is off 2.9%, for example. Below that, we've got the portfolio area. Easy to scroll through the assets within the current portfolio. We see there are a total of 10. One of those is new, Zalika. This was just added to the portfolio recently. Total value of 285 Ethereum. And then at the bottom we see the VeADIR's latest trades. Same information that's on the regular web platform. So if we come up to the menu bars here, I'm going to, for purposes of the demo, change the currency to display in USD. You'll see you also have the options of Ethereum, BTC, Euro, GBP, and CNY. So I'll select the US dollar, and let's go ahead and look also at enabling tokens. If you'll recall, this is a one-time activity you need to do when you first enter the platform. My account has already been enabled, but if not, you would see the orange slider here to the left would be grayed out. You would need to slide that to the right.
It's 10 o'clock.
So let's go ahead and move on to the rental platform. And it's fairly quick to load. The first time I noticed it took a little bit longer. And also the first time of the day goes out and loads the data, but other than that, not too bad. You'll see again the default on the rent page is to come up on offering vary tokens. We'll see there's one existing offer out there. We see 4 recent rentals. We see that I do not have any offers offering my vary tokens. And we see that I've opened 2 exposures I've currently got open. And no closed exposures. So what we can do is also come over and take a peek at the GetVary tokens. We see one exposure open there and one closed exposure that I've already settled. I actually opened that one and closed it early. We can take a peek at that. If you click it, it opens up the more details. This is available for every exposure on the platform. You can look at the information, and you see under period that indeed this one was scheduled, looks like for a 2-year exposure, and it was closed, looks like after about 5 days. Performance tab, we see there the contents of the bucket. In this case, all the assets had been sold and it was converted to Ethereum before being closed and settled. We see the settled status up here, and the last tab is the timeline tab. So if we close out of that, we can also see on this page, if you click the orange plus, I call it the easy button, you can open up an offer, in this case to GetVary. You see that if we were going to GetVary, we would need to load this offer with the amount of Ethereum that we want to put into the bucket, and the other parameters there, and submit it. Same goes for offering Vary tokens. Only difference being now you would put in the amount of Veritasium that you want to offer up. So if we close out of that, let's go ahead and move on now to the exposure part of the app, part of the suite. And you'll see here I've actually got 2 exposures that I've previously opened. You can also see on each exposure, you can actually bring up the close exposure functionality. If you so desire to close that early, you can do that as well on here. We can see here then too that the orange plus button is here as well to open an exposure. In this case, it's really quite simple. You put in the amount of Veritasium fee that you want, and it will match that with the appropriate amount of Ethereum in your account to open the exposure. Very simple. Amount of the Vary fee and the duration, and hit submit. And with that, we have our very quick and basic review of the VeADIR on the iPhone platform. Hope this has been helpful for everybody. Hit like if it has, and we will see you next time. Thanks much.